What's up, Bird Gang? This is your boy, Bry Wolf. Thank you for tuning in to Eagles Real Talk today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you're still supporting the Birds, even after we got waxed on Monday Night Football, hit that like button for me. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so Nick Sirianni, you're disappointing us, man. You are disappointing the Bird Gang. So, after coming out and, taking all the blame for the 49ers game. He took it on the chin. He came out in the press conference after, getting no sleep, looked very, very tired. But that showed me that, hey, he stayed up all night. He was very upset at himself for the play calling. He came out, took accountability. He's been preaching accountability. So he did that. Came out a couple days later with a Beat Dallas shirt, which I was excited for. I was like, maybe this guy, maybe he gets it, maybe he's down with the Bird Gang to that level where he's like, F Dallas, he's just like us, Dallas sucks, beat Dallas week. Thought he was one of us. That's how I felt. And then he's going to come out and only run the ball 3 times against Dallas on Monday Night Football, making us look like a clown show? Like, come on, Nick Sirianni, bro. This is just terrible, So we have to really take our foot off the gas on the Nick Sirianni, express, because he's got to prove us a lot now, especially after these two bad calling games that he's got under his belt now. Yeah, he played, he had a great play calling sheet ready for the Falcons, and he just had a lot of time. He had, a lot of months to prepare for that game. Now it's looking like, after that, he doesn't really know what he's doing. Let's just be honest. I mean, the play calling has been atrocious. And he's got to get it together. He really does, because this fan base will turn on you. Those shirts, yeah, they're fun. I like them too. They're fun to see a coach wear a Beat Dallas shirt. But man, if you don't back it up, you'll get tore apart in Philly. So hopefully he gets it together and he gets his play calling back on track. And because if he can't do it, maybe he's going to need more help. Maybe he's going to have to give that to Shane Steichen, and see if he can run with it, because I'm not sure what he's got going on his mind, if it's just too much. Maybe he's just not, made to be a head coach. We shall see. But as it's, I know he's a young head coach. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I know he is a young head coach, but the fact of the matter is, he's looked very, very sketchy back there with that clipboard and that play calling ability, being able to tell Hurts this and that in this helmet. It doesn't look like they have the connection we thought they would after seeing them do their celebration handshake and talk about this and that in the offseason and, praising each other. Doesn't look like they're that much on the same page as we thought. Maybe after that first game was a little fool's gold. But with that said, I'm still with them. I'm still riding with them. This is a long season. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves. It is a week-to-week league. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. There's been a lot of injuries so far. Isaac went down, and, we're working with, I think Lane and I think Kelsey are the only 2 starters. Landon Dickerson has been a big disappointment. I know he missed a lot of time in the offseason, but let's face it, he has been terrible in pass coverage. I think he's been one of, or if not the worst in the league in pass coverage, if I've seen that right. So he's been very, very, very sketchy himself. And I thought he was a big body. He was going to go in there and at least be able to hold down the fort. And he's been killing us. So hopefully Landon Dickerson turns it around. We're going to need to see more out of Jalen Hurts. Let's just call it what it is. He looked really great that first game. Second game against the Niners, I thought he came out and looked great. I thought in the second half, he didn't do much, to get us, to the promised land. I know we barely even got that ball the second half, but I thought that's where I kind of see a little bit of some struggles. And then in this Dallas game, besides that last touchdown throw he threw to Greg Ward, which was unbelievable throw. It just shows that he has the talent. It just shows that he has the arm strength to get those throws down the field. But with that said, it doesn't erase the 3/4 of bad play. He just wasn't 100% consistent with his accuracy. His accuracy has to get better. He's throwing it behind guys. I know on that Devontae Smith throw that it was a pick six. It wasn't 100% his fault. Let's be honest. That's more on Devontae. Devontae also has to step up. I'm going to talk about him later. Devontae definitely has to step up because that was a big slip. Regardless of how you fell, your whole objective is to run a route and then catch a ball. He didn't run the route and he didn't catch the ball, so that's on him. But regardless, that ball was still a little bit behind him. It wasn't accurate. Jalen Hurts has to get more accurate with the ball. We have to see more of a precision, especially on the deep ball. He's leaving it up for chance on these short throws on his deep passes. Those could be picks. They're going to catch on. They are going to catch on to him throwing those picks. It's going to be on tape. And some of those balls that are underthrown are going to get picked off more than usual because it's going to be on film that he's throwing these balls. He's underthrowing these balls downfield. So he has got to get that corrected. He's got to put more oomph on them throws, man. They just don't look right. They just look like he's sailing some of them, and they're just not, getting to the target. So that has got to be cleaned up. Him and Nick Sirianni and the wide receivers have to, get together in these practices and clean it up, because if they don't, we will see more blowouts. This is a young team. This is a young quarterback, especially the young coaching staff who doesn't look like they can make the best adjustments game to game, quarter to quarter, half to half, whatever. Doesn't look like they're making the best adjustments, looking like a, rookie head coach and rookie defensive coordinator and so on and so forth. So one thing's for sure, to clean these little mistakes up. And if they don't, like I said, we're going to get blown out. We're going to get blown out at home by the Chiefs this week if we do not clean this up. This has to be fixed. The underthrows, the penalties. I mean, how many this is the most penalties I've ever seen, man. I thought this team was going to be more disciplined. I thought this team was going to be more uniform, especially on that offensive line, but they are really out of sync. And that's really on the head coach. For one, it's play calling. You have them out there on 40 something pass plays. I think design pass plays, it was around 50 because Jalen Hurts ran on 9. So, you have to just look at it like, it's 40-something pass calls to under a handful of run plays. There's going to be more penalties. So that's on the head coach. He's got to get this game flow together, or we're going to get blown out at home. We're going to take L's on the road. We're not going to win and get to where we think this team could be. And I think as a Bird Game collective, we would say there is talent on this team, but if we can't make up the little deficiencies and the little injuries that we have to overcome, this could be a long season. This could be, I had us more 12 wins. This could be more 7 wins, 8 wins. This could be one of those mediocre teams, so I'm hoping they clean it up, because we have a rough start to the season. We have the Chiefs, Panthers, then we fly to the Raiders, and then we have the Detroit Lions, and they're no slouches, man. They play solid, they play teams tough. And then we have Denver, and they're no slouch. Those defense, those corners, this could be a rough start. I'm just saying, Eagles fans, prepare for the worst, because anything could happen. At this point, we're 1-2. I still think we're gonna right the ship. This week is a tough week. I'm gonna have to really break down the tape before I give a prediction, but it's looking like this could be a tough week. So it's still Bird Gang. It's still Fly Eagles Fly. And we still have to be optimistic, because this is a young team. I know we have, as fans, we get excited, but this still is a young team. So let's temper our expectations somewhat. But like I said, I had us at 12 wins. So I had us winning this division. And it's looking like the Cowboys may have it. But the last game of the season is in Philly. It's probably going to be for all the marbles. You know how our division goes. So, with that said, I'm Bright Wolf, man. It's been a tough couple days. I took a day off. Needed to really let this sink in. I'm gonna dive into the tape, and after that, we're gonna go straight into week 4 against the Chiefs. And I'm excited for that game. It's the Kelsey brothers. It's it's Big Red returning home. It's a whole lot of factors going into this game. I think we could pull an upset, get 2-2, right the ship, because the Chiefs haven't looked that great. But it's still the Chiefs. It's still Mahomes. It's still Kelsey. It's still the cheetah over there running 1,000,000 miles per hour. So we got a lot to deal with. But until then, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you still down with the Bird Gang and you riding this season out and you're not giving up hope on the playoffs and whatnot. Hit that like button. And, let's get straight into it, man. Next week, Chiefs. Fly Eagles fly, baby. Bright Wolf out. Keep it real always.